Moses gave the children of Israel strict instructions for ritual sacrifices that raised up a sweet smell to the heavens and resulted in the forgiveness of their sins. Those rituals were the heartbeat of the Jewish culture throughout their generations. Each sacrifice symbolized something important about their relationship with their God. The priests were constantly busy about the work in the temple, and the people were dedicated to the sacrifices which were essential to their Jewishness. It was through those very sacrifices that God showed His mercy upon the people. Through them, they obtained forgiveness and favor with God. But through history, the people had lost some of the key features that made them unique among the peoples of the earth: the love of God and kindness and mercy to one another. And although they had left these core features of their religion, they maintained their appearance of religiosity by keeping the sacrifices. They remembered their rituals and had forgotten the God behind them. Hosea prophesied, "What shall I do with you, O Ephraim? What shall I do with you, O Judah? Your love is like a morning cloud, like the dew that goes away early. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings." Finally, God allowed them to be disciplined as war captives of the Assyrians and Babylonians. But when they returned to their land, once again, the love of the Jews for their God dried up with the morning dew. They neglected the poor and abandoned sinners to their sin, while the religious leadership had grown fat and comfortable. By the time of Jesus, they had become a disconnected ruling class rather than shepherds and ministers. The scribes and Pharisees of Jesus' day were the legal police. They followed Jesus around, hoping to catch him in a trap. Why? Because he was loving, saving, healing, having compassion on all the wrong people. "Why does your master sit with tax collectors and sinners?" they asked. "Because those who are sick need a doctor," Jesus replied. And then he quoted Hosea's plea for a return to mercy. Once again in Matthew chapter 12 and verse 7, the Pharisees were overzealously trying to catch Jesus in a mistake, something they could accuse him of. And this time they had him, harvesting grain on the Sabbath. But Jesus showed them that feeding hungry disciples was an act of mercy, not an act of irreverence as they thought in their twisted minds. "If you had known what this means," Jesus declared, "I desire mercy and not sacrifice, you would not have condemned the guiltless." But the truth is, that's what they were famous for. That's what they were good at, and it had become their calling card. They had become the accusers of the house of Israel. They had forgotten mercy. What are we good at, and what are we known for? Are we accusers, or are we healers like Jesus? Are we full of mercy and good fruit, or are we full of indignation and looking to catch others in their incorrectness? Are we looking to condemn or to vindicate? "Behold," Jesus said, "I desire mercy, and blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy."